Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel and my kitchen. Yes, the Butter Queen is back. Guys, I know I've been away for a while, but been just trying to get some things started during the quarantine. So we're here today to make another video of homemade cinnamon rolls. The first thing you're gonna need is, I think that's Fleshman's active yeast, or you can use instant yeast, but active yeast, you have to proof it, okay? And this is 2 1/4 teaspoon, okay? And I finally got yeast, guys, because we've checked every Walmart, every store, and finally I found one that had some yeast. Yes, okay. And we're going to need 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 room temperature eggs, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 6 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and of course, to activate our yeast, we need 1 cup of milk. All right, guys, so let's get this video melting. So we're gonna pour in our warm milk into our bowl, and then we're gonna open up our yeast. And we're gonna put it in here, along with our tablespoon of sugar, okay? And we're gonna kind of stir it up just a little bit. And what we're doing is, this is active yeast. So what we're doing is, we want to get this proofed. So you stir it up and you let it sit for 5 minutes, and it should froth up. Froth up means it should get like this foamy sensation on the top of the yeast and of the milk mixture. Remember, make sure your yeast is in date. If it's expired, it will not work. Your milk needs to be 110 degrees as far as like lukewarm, and that's the only way that your yeast is gonna froth. And we'll be back and we'll check this in a minute. Okay guys, and we're back. Come in, Journey. This is what we're talking about, activating your yeast. See how foamy it is? When it's good yeast, that's what it's supposed to look like. So now we're gonna add the remaining ingredients. We're gonna add our half a cup sugar, our melted butter, our 2 eggs, and our 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay? And we're gonna combine and mix with the yeast until it's all nice and mixy. Okay? Make sure you get your eggs mixed up really, really well until it's combined really, really good. And it's okay if you see a few if you see a few lumps of the yeast in there. Okay. Okay, now next we are to add our 4 cups of all-purpose flour. And this should yield up to 12. We're gonna add our salt and our cinnamon. Okay? And then we're gonna combine with the spatula until it's well incorporated. We want to get all this well incorporated, and it's going to be gummy. Mix it up nice and mixy. Okay. Oh, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And it's gonna get a little hard to mix up. And we're just gonna fold it in like this here, like such. Okay, and once it's well incorporated, then we're gonna take it and we're going to put it on a floured surface. This is what you want it to look like. It's starting to form like a sticky substance, okay? And you can do this with a stand mixer too, but I don't have one, so guess what? We gotta put our back into it and our muscles into it. And we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, now we wanna put out our dough on a floured surface, okay? And you just wanna knead it just a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot. Just to get it in a ball. Just a little bit. You don't wanna knead it, you don't wanna get too happy, because what you're doing is you're just making a ball. Okay, so now we're going to take this and we're going to spray the inside of a bowl or mixing bowl, because you don't want it to stick. And just drop it down in there, and then you're going to cover it so it can stay warm, so it can rise. It has to rise within an hour. Okay, it will double in size, and then we're going to be ready to take it out and knead it again on a floured surface and begin our filling. Okay, so we'll be back within an hour, guys. All right, guys, we're back. It has been an hour. We allowed our first part of our yeast to rise in the oven. What I did is I always preheat my oven for about 5 seconds and then turn it off. And you always want to cover your dough ball with a cloth towel. Make sure the towel does not touch the ball. And this is your results right here. It has doubled in size. And now what you want to do is you want to lightly punch it, because you want to release the air. You want to see how it's going down. You want to release the gas in there. That's what you want to do. Release the gas in there. So now you need your trusty rusty rolling pin. We're going to flour our surface with some all-purpose flour. Okay, and then we're going to take him out of there. And that's the purpose of the putting in the whatchamacallit. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna knead him, guys. We gotta knead him over for a little bit, okay? And you wanna make sure you knead it enough where it is springy. That's what you're looking for. Don't over knead it though. You wanna be content with your kneading, but you don't wanna over knead it. Like I said, if you have a stand mixer, you can do it with a stand mixer. With the old-fashioned way, it's just pushing and rolling. Pushing, fold, and push. That's all you do. That's how you knead. Fold and push. In slow motion, you fold and push. That's how you knead. Okay? If it begins to get sticky, you just add a little bit more APV. Or APF, my bad, and you just continue to knead it over. Okay? Once we get it springing, you don't want to over roll it. Okay? And knead it. Alright? So now we're going to take, and this is what you're looking for. Right here. See that springiness? That's what you're looking for. Okay? Now you want to take this and you want to flour your rolling pin. Okay? And let's get ready to get this rolling. Okay, and we want to get him rolled out into like a rectangle as much as possible. Okay? He's nice and springy too. Look at him. You want to get him out. Okay? And when you get him into the square shape that you're looking for, or the rectangle shape, then you're going to add your mixture. In here I have 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, a half a cup of cinnamon, and I also have a half a cup of sugar. Now some people mix the butter in, but I like to spread my butter on top of my dough. So when we get these rolled up, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, this is our rolled out product right here. Guys, let me tell y'all, it ain't proofing the yeast. It ain't waiting. It's rolling out this dough. Most of the recipes call for a long rectangle, 9 by 9, 13 by 9. Just get it rolled out as best as you could, because once you roll it up, it's not going to even much matter. Okay, so now, and you need to have some dental floss, okay? If you got a steady hand to get it cut like it needs to be cut, then you're awesome, but I can't do that. So now what we're going to do, like I told y'all before, I like to brush on my butter. I don't like to mix it with my brown sugar mixture. So what we're going to do is we're going to brush this on here. Okay, and you want to make it nice and awesome. You want to make it nice and awesome. And y'all know me, butter makes everything better, and I am the butter queen. So don't be scared and shy to add all that good butter on there, that good wholesome butter. A lot of the recipes call for unsalted butter. Because to me, you're going to have a whole bunch of sweetness and no savory. And there's nothing like savory and sweet. Okay, we're going to get this on here nice and good. Okay, before we get ready to put our sprinkle goodness on here. Okay, make sure you get every little part filled in. You want to make sure that it's really full of butter. Now, some of the recipes that you see, they normally just put just a little bit of butter. Not us, huh, Journey?
Nope.
No.
Everything?
Yes. Okay. And while you're at it, then you're also going to butter your pan. Butter the bottom of that pan. You can use spray, but all this does is just add a little bit more goodness. And besides, it's Father's Day, so a little extra butter is not going to hurt anybody. Okay? And try to get a pan that has a lid to it. Okay? See? That's what you want right there at the bottom. Look at that goodness. Okay? Now, we go into, make sure you mix this up really good, and you put this on here. Ooh, that smells amazing. Yes. You gotta make sure you add cinnamon. If you don't have no cinnamon, then you just got some sweet rolls. And you can also, if you don't feel like you put enough cinnamon after you finish, then of course you can sprinkle some more cinnamon on the inside of it. Now, most recipes do not call for granulated sugar, but I always add granulated sugar to mine. Because brown sugar is sweet, but sometimes it's not sweet enough. Okay? And then after that, we press it down in there so it makes sure it gets in there in that beautiful, beautiful crust. Look at there. And there's nothing like a roll, guys. There's nothing like a sweet roll. Look at that. And you want to press that down in there so it makes sure it gets down in there with that butter. Ooh, my goodness. Yes. Okay. And I'm sorry, guys, but yes, you have to one more rising process that you got to do, okay? And like I said, if you don't feel like you put enough cinnamon, you can always just kind of do like this here. Kind of just go over it, okay? Now, guys, this is the part that I don't like, is rolling him, okay? You start off rolling him really small and nice. Okay, and we're gonna roll him up. And if you got a part that has a hole in it, it doesn't matter. All right, guys? And I'm gonna show you how to cut these in a few minutes. See how it's rolling up? And you're probably saying, oh, those are small. And that's why I say it doesn't matter if you get it in a rectangle or not, because it's not gonna matter. Okay? See how big it gets? It gets bigger and bigger. Okay? All right? So then we're gonna pull him back over here, and this is what you're looking for right here. That's what you're looking for, okay? Nice roll. Then we're gonna take our dental floss, because I don't have a perfect hand. I can't cut it right, okay? So we're gonna start, and we're gonna begin to, we're gonna tie this and do it just like that, okay? And we're gonna sit him in here in our pan. Okay, guys? And see, just like that. And see how that dental floss makes it nice and neat? That's what we're looking for. Because I can't do it with a knife. I tried, they were horrible. And you don't have to do them one by one. I just kind of like to do them one by one. It's to each his own.
Good that looks.
Don't they look amazing?
Yes.
And they're already smelling good, and they're not even cooked yet.
Yeah, I want one now, but I don't think that would be good for me.
No. And then, guys, there's a beautiful trick you can do to where you have, and you may have a few extra, and that's okay. Or you can just make one big colossal one at the end if you'd like to. We can make a little one. We might be able to squeeze him in here. Sorry, guys. Twisting him around.
It's a tiny one for the baby.
And you can use this one for a little baby if you like. We'll stick him in there. Okay, we'll just get him in there.
All this excess mixture.
What I may do is just move him over. Just squeeze him in there. Okay?
Excess mixture.
Okay, guys. So, and now what we're going to do, this is what you're going to get in the end. Right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to warm up a little bit of half and half and pour over the top of it. Don't worry, all it's going to do is just soak down into that gooiness and just make it kind of gooey but yet crispy, okay? And then we're going to put these in the oven, and we're going to let them rise for like another 30 minutes before you bake them, okay? And then once that 30 minutes up, then you can turn your oven on and bake them for 20 minutes until they're golden brown and ooey and gooey, okay, guys? And when they're baking in that last 30 minutes, then that's when you're going to make your frosting with your cream cheese, butter, and powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar or baker's sugar, however they do it, okay? Or they call it icing sugar, okay? If not, if you don't want the cream cheese, then you can always just do your confectioner's sugar and a little bit of milk, mix it up, and you put the ice on there right when they come out of the oven because it makes it ooey gooey. All right, guys. And we're back, guys, with the final results. Look at here. Zoom in and out, Journey. In and out. Look at that. That is what you're looking for. Yes.
They're like double in size.
Yes. And that's what happens when you let them rise twice. Once you roll them up, you put them in the oven, let them rise for 30 minutes, and then you cook them. And now that, guys, there's a secret ingredient. You warm up, use some heavy whipping cream, pour over the top if you want that Cinnabon flavor.
Oh my God.
Yes. So now we're going to add our homemade icing.
It looks so good. Looks like the icing they serve at like the cinnamon place.
All right, guys, and we just serve these up. And you always put the icing on there right out the oven. Right out. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Serve them up just like that.
Period.
All right, guys. So that's all for today. Until the next time, warm your family up with some of these ooey gooey cinnamon rolls. You can use it as a breakfast treat, or you can use it as a nighttime cap off.
Oh no.
All right, guys. And I don't like my icing very sweet. just tender love and care. So until the next time, we will see you guys later. Bye for now.